I have an important announcement. I have changed my drag name, and you've probably already seen it in the video title, not to mention I announced it in my live stream earlier. So without further ado, I am now known as Daisy X Machina, the artist formerly known as the BookTube Goddess. Okay, let me briefly talk about why I wanted a new drag name. I originally chose BookTube Goddess because I wanted a BookTube channel. I was also the producer of Listernia, an online text game where I was known as a creatrix goddess. So BookTube Goddess seemed like a good idea at the time, but BookTube Goddess was never very friendly in conversation. No one ever called me BookTube as the first name. Some people, I think Wilma Fingerdew was the first one to call me BG, and some people called me Goddess when I was in a panel or whatever. So for a while now, I've wanted a new official drag name, and I always liked drag names that were puns, and I wanted to keep a bookish theme. I first thought of Paige Turner, but there's already a fairly well-known New York drag queen that goes by that handle. Then I was thinking about Paige Burner, but then I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to be associated with burning books. Then I thought of Daisy X Machina, which is of course a play on words of Deus Ex Machina, which I really liked in terms of the pun, but I wasn't sure about being called Daisy. And I tried thinking of different names, but I kept coming back to Daisy X Machina. And you know, the more you turn something over and over in your mind, the more it starts sounding right. And finally, I just embraced it. I embraced the name Daisy and thought, heck, let me just lean into it. So this is going to bring us to how I'm going forward on my channel. Because I had the word BookTube in my channel, I always felt like all my videos had to be about books. But you know, I also like talking about other things, Critical Role, Doctor Who, TV shows, movies, whatever. So I thought it would be nice to have a channel that I didn't feel obligated to only talk about books, but I almost always focus on speculative fiction, which is a term coined by Robert Heinlein as an umbrella to cover science fiction, fantasy, horror, weird fiction, all of it. So my initial idea was to call my channel The Speculative Detective, but now here's my issue. Anyone who knows anything about branding will tell you you should be known as the same thing across all platforms. So should I go by Daisy X Machina everywhere? Or should I go with Speculative Detective on YouTube? Or I wasn't sure what to do. What I've settled on was just going by Daisy X Machina across all platforms. But in the future, I may rebrand my rebranding as Speculative Detective. I could really use some advice. So please let me know in the comments what you think is the best way going forward. And how will that affect my content here on YouTube? Probably not much. I'll still be focusing on books, and I'll still be doing live streams where I get into drag and talk about books or whatever went on that week. And I'll probably still do Critical Role videos, but I may also do more videos about TV shows and movies. Maybe I'll even do videos when I'm not in drag. Or maybe not. Of course, I'll still zap books I don't like and bless books I do like, so don't worry about any of that. I want to continue doing videos on different speculative genres, especially obscure ones like solar punk. And of course, I'll continue my Shelve It or Shove It series where I pick one book for my TBR each month based solely on their covers. If you have suggestions for topics or ideas for my channel, I am really open to advice. So I think that's it. Until next time, may all the books you read be blessed.